Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I am having a fantastic day, and we are back here in the sugarcane farm that we built last episode. I'm actually super excited for this. Am I? Oh, you know what it is? It's hiding. Oh, how did you get down here? Apparently there's a spawnable area somewhere. Oh, I'm not wearing my armor. Oh, that was almost really bad. Okay, note to self. Let's just put a torch right here. I'm guessing that's where he spawned. Anyway, we are back here in the sugarcane farm, and I've expanded this a little bit. I also made a slight tweak, or rather an addition to the redstone for that for this farm. Let me show you that. So basically, what I did is I added a comparator right here coming out of this chest, because this chest would be the last one to fill up, and it basically just runs a redstone line around that will lock this hopper when that chest is full. So basically what it does is it shuts off the farm when all 6 double chests are full. That's basically what it does. So there we go. Now, I'm thinking what I want to do in today's episode is I want to work on getting this farm really kind of cleaned up and looking good, because although the sides look pretty good, I'm really happy with the way that this looks. I mean, the room itself, not so much. And one of you had a really good suggestion, actually, as for a name for this hall. I forget the name of the person who left the comment, but they said we should call it Canehall, and I think that's actually a really cool idea, and it's really going to fit once we do the decorative portions of this, because I have a pretty interesting idea for how we're going to decorate this thing, and I think it's going to be really cool. But let's go ahead and get into it. I'm thinking we're going to take some spruce stairs to begin with, and we're going to use spruce and dark oak in this build, and I want to start by just putting a row of spruce stairs along the sides here like this, and I think this will be kind of it's a little bit of a contrast from the dark oak, which I think is good. We're going to need lighting in here as well. Obviously, that's going to be very important. And then I think we're also going to need a way to get to the surface, because right now you can get to the surface through that ladder and stuff, but that's kind of that's not exactly ideal. I'd like to do that in a much more interesting way. So let's just put our crafting bench here for the moment. I want to get some of this stuff kind of out of the way, because right now it is very much in the way. There we go. We'll do that. And then this chest. Do I have an extra chest? No, I don't. I guess you can stay for now. It's okay. So let's grab... Here's what I think we should do. Let's section this off, right? And we'll go right here. That'll be one section. And then right here, that'll be another section. So what we're going to have, ultimately... that little lag spike when all the pistons fire. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to basically divide this into 7 by 7 squares, right? And that'll allow us to do some kind of nifty things with the detail and making the floor look interesting. We'll be able to kind of essentially come up with a pattern and then use that repeating pattern to come up with this kind of cool design. Oh, look, I was flying. I can fly. It's all good. Now, down the center, I think I want to have... part of me kind of wants to run a dark oak strip down the center. Let's just see what we can come up with. Let's do this. Let's see if we can come up with a design that we like. And then... Ooh... We could do that. That only gives us 1 block as a gap, though. And I think I'd like a little bit... Of course, the benefit there is we could keep this really simple and do something like that. That's too simple. That's going to be too simple. Let's see. Let's mix it up a bit. So maybe we do something a little different. Instead, I'm thinking, get all of that stuff out of the way. There we go. Let's do this crafting bench is very much in my way right now. Or this chest, I should say, not a crafting bench. I know what I meant. Actually, let's grab some of the dark oak logs out of here instead. There we go. So maybe we do this instead. This is going to be kind of the same idea as what I did in the dwarven base as far as a floor design goes, right? So perhaps we could do something like this. And then in the center, we could put glowstone. I think I'd kind of prefer redstone lamps, honestly. Let's just see. Let's just make like 5 of those. Because if we do... I'm trying to think how we would position the redstone lamps here in such a way that they would light up this entire area. Because these torches that are here right now, I don't want those there. So maybe what we do is this. Also, I need a lever. There we go. So this would be our center point right here. We could put a lever right there. Actually, just kidding. It wouldn't go there. It would go right here on that level so that we could put the lamp on top of it, right? So that would give us some light. And then we could also do the same with these 4 corners. Like that. Put a lamp on top of each of those. Like so. Good, good, good. And then maybe we go dark oak stairs like this. Ooh, that one's going to be kind of tough. There we go. Got it. Right? So we're basically making this dark oak stair pattern, like so. And then I suppose that would go like this, and you would go like that. And then we could potentially go... Let's think about where else we would have. We would have a stair here and a stair here, right? So we basically divided this whole thing up into kind of this checkerboardy type pattern. And then maybe we go... Let's see. Maybe in these ones, we put a spruce log like that. Or maybe a dark oak log. Maybe a dark oak log there. Like this. So we go... And maybe we have that log go sideways. Like this. That seems good. And then on these guys, we use spruce logs? Maybe? Now, that blends too much with the dark oak. I mean, it's like the same... It's basically the same shade. The same color. So maybe we use spruce planks, or in this case, slabs, since they're basically the same. We could do that. Let's take a look. How does that look? That looks very, very checkerboardy. I don't know how I feel about that. It's very, very checkerboardy. Maybe a bit too much? Well, then again, it might look good if we divided it up throughout the whole... If we did the same thing. I think we can do better. Let's see what else we can come up with. Alright guys, I am back, and I think I've got a design that I like. So, it's still a little checkerboardy, but it's not as bad. So what I changed, I made these the spruce slabs like we had before, but then in the middle 2 rows, I did spruce logs facing up, and then I also switched these dark oak logs to face this way instead of running this way. And I think what that kind of does is it kind of draws you to the center. And I think that effect will be better once it continues along this whole thing, if that makes sense. So that's basically what I am doing. Let me get some more work done here, guys. I need to repeat this whole thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more times, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back. Check it out. It's all done, and it's looking really good, I think. I think this actually looks really good. So, I made one other minor change on the lines where I had those dark oak logs coming across. I put another redstone lamp here, and then rather than bringing that line all the way across, I put another stair and a vertical dark oak log like so, just to kind of further emphasize that center pathway a little bit. And I think this looks really good. It's very it's detailed because there's no gaps that are, you know, larger than a block in the floor. You can walk across it without falling into any holes, which I think is good. And I think it looks cool. And also, we can get rid of all these stupid torches now as well, which is great. And everything should be well lit up and mob safe. So now it's time for us to start thinking about the upper levels of this farm and of this room. And I think I have an idea that's going to be pretty cool. I think you guys are going to like it. So let's grab some scaffolding blocks here. Let's grab, there we go, some spruce wood. And then I'm probably going to need some more dark oak stairs as well. Maybe we grab a couple spruce stairs and dark oak slabs too. But let's make a batch of these guys. There we go. And we're going to start down at that end and kind of work our way over. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's build up to right here. And let's go, how tall is this? Relatively tall. So let's say, you know what? I should have counted that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's say on the 7th block, that's where we'll start. And we'll say, right, oh no. Oh, that was terrible. You know what? We are going to grab ourselves 1 ender pearl. There we go. I was going to say, I know I have more ender pearls than that. Let's grab ourselves some ender pearls. That'll make this a little bit easier on us, I think. So let's ender pearl up there. That was a little weird. Okay, so we'll ender pearl up here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, I think. And then 1, 2, 3, like so. Okay. Actually, we need to start this lower. Yeah, we need to start this a lot lower. And I'm looking, you know what? I'm kind of looking at this, and the spruce really blends with this, and I don't think I like that. So let's start maybe here instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we start there, or maybe we start even lower. Maybe we start like here. That could be good. And then we'll build up. Let's try dark oak here. How's that look with the stairs? Not bad. That'll work. It'll work. I am going to have to grab more dark oak then, though. That's fine. And that also means we can put a lot of these spruce logs away. Grab some dark oak. Okay. So what I'm thinking is this. I want there to be these very large kind of archways coming across. So let's go here and here. And we'll build up like so. And then we'll maybe go up another 2 and over. Maybe not. Maybe we go up 3 and over. Yeah, this'll work. Okay. And then we'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Like so. And then here. And bring that up to our ceiling height, which is going to be up there. Oh, and I fell. Let's do one of those. I'm stuck in a thing. There. There we go. Okay, let's get rid of our pillar and take a look at that. How does that look? Shape-wise. If we did that, and we would put dark oak stairs in these corners as well. I'm kind of thinking it needs to be more of... it needs to be taller at the bottom and shorter at the top to give us more of an arch feel. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it needs. So let me play around with this and get this how I want it, and I'll be back in just a second. There we go. That's much more along the shape that I'm hoping for. That's good. That I like. Okay, so then I just need to replicate that on all... Do I want to do that on all of these? I feel like if I do this on all of them, it's going to be too much. Let's maybe do it on every other one. I think that would be better. Oh, by the way, our sugarcane farm is producing quite a lot of sugarcane. It's awesome. It's doing very well. Like, we've already filled 2 double chests, and now we're getting even more right over here, too. I'm not sure where that... oh, here it is. Yeah, it is going in the chest. Okay, good. So, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Why... Yeah, okay, here we go. So then we'll have arches... Yeah, right here. Okay, so that's all good. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit of a story. I'm forgetting to do the every other thing. Every other post self, not every single one. There we go. I want to tell you guys a little bit of a story of something that happened to me today. My wife and I, myself and the beautiful Mrs. Welsknight, went to Nashville today. She had a neurology appointment. She gets really bad migraines sometimes, so she had an appointment for that. But on the way back, we decided to go out to dinner, and we went to Ruby Tuesdays. It's kind of a restaurant that serves like burgers and steak and, you know, stuff like that. Kind of a general sort of restaurant. And we both ordered a big, huge burger, and our waitress was brand new. She said it was like her 2nd or 3rd day on the job or something like that. And as new waitresses often do, she made a little bit of a mistake with the order. She messed up our order. And I got the wrong burger. She gave me the wrong burger. And it was okay. You know, it was fine. The burger was... I'm not the type of person that generally gets upset about that sort of thing. But you could tell that she was getting very flustered and that she was very embarrassed, and like it was really bothering her. Let's put it that way. Probably easiest to just pill her up again. But anyway, she did handle it very well, though. She you know, offered to get me a new burger, and I said, no, it's fine. Just get me why don't you just get me the right toppings, and I'll just put them on myself. No big deal. No harm, no foul. It's all good, right? And this is actually supposed to be 2, I think, for this one. And then if we go up 2, yeah, there we go. Okay. And it was fine, right? She handled it very well. She fixed it. To my satisfaction. I was perfectly happy, but you could tell that she was like very flustered. She kept apologizing. She's like, I'm so sorry. It's like it was like her second day on the job or something like that. And what I ended up doing is I ended up leaving her a nice tip and a little note that said something along the lines of, we all make mistakes. It's okay. What's important is how you handle them. Well done. And then a little smiley face. And the point is, right, I'm not telling this story for no purpose. There is a purpose, and that purpose is, don't realize that, like, servers are people too. People make mistakes from time to time, and that's okay. That's just part of being human, shall we say. And remember to treat people with decency, because we all, as I said, everyone makes mistakes from time to time. That's just part of the way it is. And you know what I didn't think about is the fact that this is going to look a little bit different. I suppose what we'll do is right here we'll put a slab instead of a stair. That will, I think that'll do the trick, because otherwise it's going to look different from each side. But I think this will be fine. So anyway, yeah, remember to treat people with decency. And, one thing, I used to work in the service industry. I've worked restaurants, I've worked customer service, I've worked, many jobs in which I was dealing with customers. And one of the most frustrating things in the world is when customers take out their bad day on the server or the customer service agent or whatever. It's just one of those things, like, we all make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes. Don't fault people for making mistakes. What's important is the way that you act and the way that you handle the situation after you've made those mistakes. Did I put this? Oh, that's a slab. That's not supposed to be a slab. That's supposed to be a stair. Yeah, there we go. So here, and 1, 2, 3, and boop, 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 boop. And then this will be 2 slab, 2 stair, right? Yes, and those are actually all supposed to be stairs as well. I just realized that I messed that up. But anyway, that's my story. Make sure that... Oh, endermite over there. Okay, I heard an endermite, and I was like, what in the world? It's all good, though. Can I? Nope. I was hoping I can make that ender pearl and do it properly, but it's okay. These all need stairs right here. Let's go... Oh, that was the worst ender pearl ever. Okay, well, I'm not known for my ender pearling abilities. Let's put it that way. But yeah, just realize that people make mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes. Just make sure you handle them afterwards. And likewise, if you're the one making a mistake, if you find out you made a mistake about something, don't beat yourself up over it. Like, we all make mistakes. It happens. It's a thing. It's just part of being human. But some people get so worked up when they make the smallest mistake. My wife is one of those people. She gets, if she messes up even the tiniest thing, like she forgets to, I don't know, she's making supper or something, and she forgets to, preheat the oven, it'll just, like, ruin her entire day. She just lets it ruin her whole day, and she stresses out over that tiny little thing, which, in the grand scheme of things, just isn't really something super significant. I remember hearing an interesting quote once, or something like that. Somebody once, or I think it was a piece of advice, actually, from someone who I was in the military with. I forget who it was, but it's been a long time since I've heard it. But basically, it says, if it doesn't matter for more than 5 minutes, or if it doesn't matter in 5 years, don't let it bother you for more than 5 minutes. And I think that's very good advice, to be honest, because sometimes we have a tendency to get really worked up over things that really aren't that important in the long run. They don't really matter, Like, does it really matter that much that you forgot to, record your favorite show on the DVR? Is that really like a life-ending thing? Is that a big deal? No, not really. It's an inconvenience. It's an annoyance. But it's certainly not something to get worked up over and let it just ruin your entire day. And there are people out there who that's the case. You know, they forget to record their one show that they like a lot on their DVR, and that's it. Day ruined. My life is over. This is the worst day of my life. There are people like that who catastrophize, right? And think that things are far worse than they actually are. So, but anyway, that was just a little anecdote and a little thing that I wanted to share with you guys. Let me finish this up. Let me get some more detail up into the ceiling, kind of work out what I want to do with the ceiling, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. All right, guys, I am back. Check it out. We got the ceiling up there in place. This kind of wooden, it's basically a slab ceiling, but then it connects in with those arches that we made, and then we made a couple more kind of arches coming across in a different slope, a different angle, and hung some glowstone from them for lighting up there so you can actually see the ceiling. I think this place looks awesome. I'm actually super happy with the way that this place looks. I think it's fantastic. I made a staircase, just a real simple one out of spruce stairs that goes up to the surface. This is temporary. What I'd like to do is I'd like to incorporate the entrance to this place into the castle, into the city that we're going to build around the castle. Maybe it'll be like a hidden entrance underneath an alley, you know, a back alley or something. I don't know, some sort of something. But I was thinking like this could be like the secret society of Sugarcane or something. I don't know, some sort of something or other, but I'd like to incorporate the entrance into the city, and this staircase will get reworked once we get to that point. Also, while I'm thinking about it, this staircase, you guys have continuously, you keep hating on the staircase. It's getting fixed. Don't worry, we'll get there. The thing is, right, this staircase is temporary. However, before I can remake it, I need to lay out the whole city and figure out where roads are going to go, where walls are going to go, and stuff like that. Because what this is ultimately going to become instead is part of the road that goes through the city. It'll be much more of a gradual slope. In fact, it's basically just going to become part of the road. But I can't remake it until I know where the roads in the city are going to go. So just be patient. Don't worry. I haven't forgotten. We'll get to it when we get to it. But it's one of those things where there's a lot of planning and things and stuff that needs to happen before I can call that one done. However, though, I think it's about time to call this episode done, my friends, because I am out of time for this one. So, my friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.